Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the McFarlane Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic figure and also looking at the McFarlane Gold Label Batman Beyond with Batmobile. The retail price for this Neo-Gothic figure is $22.99, and for this Gold Label Batman Beyond Batmobile it is $99.99. This Gold Label Batman Beyond Batmobile is already sold out, and now it's available in a $200 bundle. I did purchase these with my own money. There is an Amazon exclusive version of this, and it does not come with the figure, and it sells for $89.99. I will post the Amazon's version in an affiliated link in the description. You can buy it through my Amazon link if you want to support my channel. It does not cost you any extra money, but please do not feel obligated to do so. This is a Terry McGinnis Batman from the Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic comics. This is the front, the sides. There is the UPC if you need to pause the video. And then here is the back of the box. This is actually Max Dunbar artwork on the back of the box, and also it's on the trading card, and it's from the cover art for Volume 1 in this mini-series. I'll give you all a close-up look of that as well. There's the card back there. Okay, so here is the cardboard insert, and you can see the close-up of the card there. And then your one McFarlane basic stand is in there as well. Here is a close-up of what he looks like in the plastic. He does have an extra set of hands. Here you can see he has an opened hand and a hand holding a batarang. This is actually molded into here and it will not come out of there. On the figure, he comes with trigger hands right there and there. And then, as I showed before, his black stand and his character card. I am curious, do any of you guys collect these? Like, I mean, collect them as in Pokemon cards, like as a collection? Let me know in the comments. So the figure, he is on the smaller side of the 7-inch scale. He has a nice head sculpt. He has very long ears. They're longer than normal. He has a nice profile. You can see here his face is actually a really dark gray, and he does have like a smirk on his face. His bat emblem is sculpted and onto his chest plate, and his belt is painted on the diaper. He does have some orange accents on his shoes and hands. His wings are made up of a semi-opaque plastic. As you can see there, you can kind of see his arm through there. You can remove these if you want to. You pop off this piece back here. It comes off pretty easy. You don't have to put it in hot water or anything else. You may be wondering why the wings are able to come off, and it's because they reuse the mold on the Batman Beyond figure that comes with the Batmobile. So I'll show you really quick here how to remove them. Okay, so it pops off there, and he has two pegs here that the wings set on, and they just literally lift right off. So just with popping that back piece off, it's very easy. I did want to mention, if you're worried about the wings coming loose, there is a way you can fix that. If yours do become loose, you can either press this back piece on further, like just make sure it's in as far as it can go so that they'll stay up. If that fix does not work, you can take a tiny piece of paper and tape it around these little pegs right here. Then you would put the wings back on and the little backpack thing, and it should increase the friction so it keeps the wings up, and the wings should be tight again where they stay up if you want to display him like that. It's something that can happen with figures like these over time. And that's about the max of his wings. They go all the way up like this. Or actually, they can go however you want to display him. See, like this one, it kind of is falling already. I would just push that backpack in, make sure it's as far in as it'll go, and it stays. For the articulation, we'll start with his head first. His head can go back that far, can go down that far. It can go side to side. It can go 360. Standard articulation for this guy. He's got double jointed elbows. This is the max for his elbows. His wrist can go around and side to side. He does, I cannot get him. He has 360 on his waist and the torso area. He has double jointed knees, and this is the max for the knees. And his feet can go forward and backwards. And then again, his wings, you can push them pretty far up. I don't know if anybody's going to display him like that, but that's the max for the wings. If you guys want to see it on the back. Here's the card. Here is the Batman Beyond figure that comes, and stand that comes with the Batmobile. All right, so some assembly is required with this one, and the directions are on the back here. It tells you where the button is that does the lights and sounds, and how the cockpit opens, and then these two front pieces pop on here on each side. So we'll go ahead and do that. There is an R in there and an R there, so it takes the guesswork on what side goes where. And then the L goes on the left side. All right, so that's what it looks like. Now we're going to flip it over and put batteries in. It does take 3 AAA batteries, so we're going to do that. Back here is where the batteries go, so you will need a screwdriver, a Phillips. Okay, let's see if she works. All right. Okay, so we will start off with the stand here. The stand is made of plastic, and it is very detailed, as you can see. It says Batman Beyond. And then the metal pole that it comes with sticks here in the center, like so. And then the Batmobile is going to sit on top, so it looks like it is hovering. So there is a hole down here. So it looks like this. This is a side view. This is the side view. And then this is what she looks like. You can turn her 360 on the stand as well. All right, so this Batmobile is 21 inches long. It has the light up cockpit, and it also has taillights that light up. Let me go ahead and demonstrate that. There you go. Pressed again to turn it off. The cockpit. You have to press this button to open her up. And that's what it looks like on the inside, lit up. Again, it does require AAA batteries, which are not included. You will have to purchase those separately. As an inbox collector, I'd rather not have the batteries in the toy or in the box, because then I don't have to worry about the batteries leaking and the acid getting inside of the box and on the toy and everything. There is a cool little touch in here. There is a Joker that's on the dashboard here. Let me see if I can get it from this side. Right there. Which I feel is a nice touch for this. I think that's nice. The Batman Beyond figure that it comes with, let me go ahead and open it up and I will show you what he looks like. Okay. So we're going to have to take off his wings. Okay. Oh. Well, that was not good. Okay, let me see if I can get this back on. Okay, disaster averted. I did get the cockpit lid back on, so let's try this again. All right. There we go. That's what he looks like. Also, I'll show you guys really quick what the Neo-Gothic Batman looks like in there. Okay, this is what the Neo-Gothic Batman looks like. I don't think he looks as good in here because, you know, he only has a little bit of orange on him, so he kind of blends in. Especially, you know, if you were to close the cockpit like that. I don't think you can see him that well. All you can kind of see are his orange accents. I think the one that it comes with looks better in here. And that might be why they chose the colors for this one. I do have a few Batman figures I'm going to show you guys what they look like in here. And for the sake of aggravation, I think I'm just going to remove this cockpit lid so that you guys can get a better view. I will try to put it back on to see if you can actually close it with them in here, but this way you can really see how they fit in here. So the first one we're going to do is the Jokerized White Knight Batman. See how he fits in here with his cape and everything. All right. Let me see if I can get the lid to close. It might be a little too big. Yeah. You can't close the cockpit with this one. So he's too big to put in here. And just a size comparison of the two. Okay. The next one we're going to do is the Detective Comics number 27 Batman. That's what the back of the box looks like. See how he fits in there. He does have a wired cloth goods cape, so maybe he'll fit in there a little better. That's what he looks like, and I think his ears are gonna be too long, but we shall see. And I'm not able to close the top down with him. Now we're going to try the Three Jokers Batman, and I do have the box here that shows the back. Let's see if he fits in here. Yeah, I'm not able to put him in because of his cape, so this one will not work. The next one's going to be Batman The Dark Knight Returns. This is old Bruce. We'll see if he can fit in there. That top keeps popping off and it's very annoying. And he is not, that's about as good as he can get, and his butt is not touching that chair because his legs are too large, so he is not going to fit in there either. Next, I'm going to try the Rebirth Digital Series Batman. This guy here. Alright, so this is as far as he sits down in there. You can see his legs are up against the dashboard, so I can't get him in any further than that. He does have some shorter ears, so let's see if I can get the top down with this one. And the reason why I'm putting them in here and trying to close it is because it's one thing to put them in here, like to see if they're going to fit. It's another thing to see if it's a functional fit. So, and this one's not. He can't go down any further, and I cannot close this. So if you wanted to put one of these larger Batmans that I've showed you guys, you would have to leave the top popped open like this. And it does take some finagling to actually get them in there because they're big. I'll show you a size reference for him too against the one that the Batman Beyond body that came with it. So as you can see, he's more muscular and just bigger. I do have a couple of smaller guys I can try to put in here. Okay, next we have Batman in-game Jim Gordon as Batman. And I'm pretty sure he's going to fit because it's the same body mold, which we will discuss here in a minute. Yep. Perfect fit. Let's see if I can get the... That's Jim Gordon. Now we are going to also try this guy, and this is the Batman Beyond versus Justice Lord Superman 2-pack. With this one, I am going to have to use some hot water to remove his wings. So give me a moment, but I'm pretty sure he's going to fit in here. Again, same body mold that I will cover in just a minute. All right, so we are back with no wings. Oh, let me take this off. So actually, let me test to see if it will close first. And it does close. That is a side profile. And I will pop this off so you guys can get a good look from up above what he looks like. And then the side. This one, he has more green on him, so he might look better than the Neo Gothic Batman if you wanted to use that option. But I still think the red and black one this comes with looks better. Okay, and also I wanted to mention, because I think I forgot to do this when I was going over it, this is the button that you push to make it light up and make sounds. So you can press it once and the lights come on, all the lights, the cockpit lights and the tail lights. You press it again, it goes off. You press it again and then you get the blinking lights and the sounds. And then you press it again to turn it off. So those are the two lighting features that this Batmobile has. I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you guys can get some up-close views of it. And actually, let me turn on the light here to see if that'll help out a little bit. Okay. I will say you will probably have to, if you're going to display him, you can see my fingerprints and fuzz and everything else that's on here just from doing the videos. So you might have to take like a microfiber cloth and wipe it down to get all the fingerprints, because it does show everywhere that it's been touched, which is kind of annoying. So I've turned off all of the lights. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the dark. That's what the tail light looks like. Okay guys, so I was actually cleaning up my area after doing this video, and I wanted to show you guys. I'll have to take this off. The chair is already scratched just from trying to put the different figures in there. And then I didn't realize it at the time, but these handles do move a little bit. Just a little bit up and down. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that. Like if you're trying different characters, if you're trying to put different characters in here, or you want to display one in here, it might damage your cockpit. All right, so now we are going to move on to some body mold comparisons. If you guys have any additional questions on the Batmobile, let me know down in the comments. If I forgot to show something or you have a question about a feature, just let me know. For the hands on the newer Batman Beyond figures, because they're exactly the same, I wanted to show you guys. They both have the molded Batarang in there, and I would much prefer this to have been separated and that it's not molded into the hand. I would have rather had holding hands and a separate Batarang. I do know that some people like to have their accessories like this because they're prone to losing them. But for me and what I like to do with my figures with swapping and switching around, you know, heads and accessories and such, this just doesn't work for me, and I don't prefer this. So I just wanted to show you guys. They are the same for both figures. For body mold comparisons, I have these here to show you guys. We have the Batman Beyond versus Justice Lord Superman, came in the 2-pack. Then we have our Batman Beyond, Batman Future's End. Then we have the Neo Gothic Batman, the Beyond Batman that comes with the Batmobile, Ambush Bug, and Jim Gordon as Batman. So I'm going to show you guys this mold variation, or variations of this mold have been used at least a dozen times or more on other characters. It's a very popular mold that he uses for the thinner, smaller characters that he does. So I'm just going to show you really quick. These two are going to be the same, except, let's see. Except for the paint, obviously. They have the same smirk, the same chest plate here with the molded bat symbol. They have the same diaper. Just this belt design is painted here with stripes. This one's plain. The same legs, same shoes, same backpack. Everything's exactly the same. Okay, so let's move on to this guy. So underneath this chest plate is going to be the same looking chest. The diaper is going to be different. He has a molded belt, which I prefer this molded belt look. I don't care too much for the painted on belts. I think it looks cheap. Everything else is the same as well, except for the wings, obviously. These you have to use hot water to get off. And then obviously the cowl is different. You can't see a facial expression, and he has shorter ears. But the body is definitely the same. Then we have our Batman Beyond versus Justice Lord Superman. Same body, different diaper, but he has the same diaper as this guy. Just different colors. Different head sculpts, obviously, and different wings. But the wings do attach the same in the back. You can see. Then we have Ambush Bug. His diaper's the same, legs the same. Chest and ab area look the same. See if I can straighten him up a little bit. He just doesn't have the gauntlets here, and obviously a different head. And he has some back end detail that this one doesn't have. Then our Jim Gordon. Again, the diaper looks the same on the front. The legs look the same. The ab area looks the same. He has a painted on decal. His is molded. Even down to the trigger hands, look, that come on them. And obviously, different heads. This guy has the detailed backside like the Ambush Bug does, actually. But yeah, so these are all basically the same mold with minor modifications to them. And that's why these look better setting in the Batman Beyond Batmobile, because their bodies are the same. Some of the things that I would have liked to seen on this Neo-Gothic Batman figure, and this is also going to double for the one that comes in the Batmobile because they're the same, just different paint. I would have liked to seen holding hands, an actual belt molded onto the character, and the extra set of hands I would have preferred not to have anything molded in them. Just give him a separate batarang. I know that kind of boils down to personal preference. Some people prefer the accessories to be in the hands because they tend to lose them, but for me, I like to swap out and change around accessories and heads and such, so that doesn't really work for what I like to do. The paint job on the Batman Beyond that comes in the Batmobile is drastically different. What I think they did here is they painted him in such a way that when he's sitting in the cockpit of the Batman Beyond, when it's Batmobile, when it's lit up, that the paint job plays on the lights and shadows within the cockpit and really intensifies the look and makes it look very, very good in there. That's why this one kind of blends in when he's in there, but this guy, he has pops of red everywhere, but it's only on his front side. I'll show you. He has no black shadowing or anything on the back side. That's why I'm assuming that they are playing with the light and shadow effects with the paint job. And I think they did a good job. I much prefer him sitting in the Batmobile being displayed than any of these other characters. So what do you guys think about the Batman Neo-Gothic figure and the Batmobile? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you plan on picking any of them up. That wraps up this unboxing and review. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in my next video.